Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Breaking Bad. Last time on Breaking Bad we had ABQ, a phonetic spelling of ABQ. So let's see. Jesse hooked up with this one girl at one of the meetings and was trying to sell her the blue meth, but then realized that she had a kid brother who was actually the one that killed Combo, and then Jesse went, found the kid, found the guys, and who knows, he might be going on a warpath now. We don't know. Let's see. Walt and Skyler were dealing with Walt's cover stories because Skyler had some questions. They met up with Saul. And Saul was like, "Oh well, we'll do money laundering and laser tag." And both Skyler and Walt were like, "What the laser tag? Why?" And then Skyler was like, "Oh well, let's do the car wash." But then Saul was like, "Oh, but you don't have a Danny." And then Skyler was like, "Well, I'll be the Danny." So Skyler might be the Danny now. Also, Walt got invited. I completely forgot to talk about this last episode during the discussion, but Walt got invited to Gus's house to have dinner, and I believe he gave the advice of don't make the same mistakes. So I'll be curious to see what we're doing with that. But yeah, that is basically it. We are on to the penultimate episode of Season 3, which is pretty crazy. So we will have to see what's going on here. And yeah, I guess we should go ahead and get started then. Here we go. Imagine the casting call that's like, hey, we want a bunch of older men that can pretend to be getting a blowjob from a hooker. But it's on Breaking Bad, so. Yeah, I think he's on a warpath. He's gonna get vengeance for Combo. Justice for Combo. Put that as a hashtag for this episode.
Have you thought any more about what we discussed?
Thought any more, meaning reconsidered? No.
So show me the flaw in it.
Flaws, Skyler. Flaws, plural, not singular. Now, where do you want me to start?
Hey, I don't love this situation, all right, that you put me in.
Uh-huh.
Why would your estranged husband be doing all this for you?
Because he loves his family and desperately wants a reconciliation, though it may be hopeless and futile. Then again, he'd try anything.
Damn, that is good.
Just not buying it. 5 nights a week with 2 hours notice.
4. Don't push it.
4.
And I want my own key to the house.
No.
For emergencies and appearances, yes. I am going to babysit my own daughter. I'm going to help my son with his homework. I am going to be a part of this family. And that is how we'll sell your little fiction.
Ooh. God, I love this new dynamic between them.
It's ours, right? Look at it and tell me if that's ours.
Oh.
I bought it from the 2 guys who killed Combo. They had Combo shot down in the streets, and now it's our product they're selling. Which means they work for our guy, right?
What is that? That's hearsay.
Oh.
Proof?
They're a distributor for Gus.
Who shot him?
Their dealer.
I need Ryson. Oh my God. How about back when it was your plan? Back when we were gonna use it on Tuco.
Tuco wanted to murder us. These guys don't. Apples and oranges.
But they did
I
kill
really have to
Combo.
sit here and explain the difference? difference to you. You are not a murderer. I'm not, and you're not. It's as simple as that.
I'm doing it all without you.
You really think he's serious?
That's why I'm here.
Okay. He told it all to
The way he
Saul.
was talking, he is going to do it. Talking about one of those situations where you're in an orange jumpsuit picking up litter along the highway.
That's jail.
Yeah. With community
You're talking
service.
about a level 2 joint.
Something that keeps him off the street for, say, 30 days. Then by the time he gets out, tempers have cooled and hopefully we can move on.
Well, Roswell Correctional's pretty low impact.
Just think of it like it's the same thing as always. You're just delivering some hamburgers.
It's interesting that she's into it.
Wouldn't you do anything to protect your kid?
Of course I would. I'd do all kinds of things for him.
So I guess it's not that Gus specifically employs children. It's just that these guys do.
You got a good thing going here. We all do. You want to risk it all on one junkie? Now, I realize you two have a
Ex-junkie.
history, but this kid's been on the bubble a while now. I used to be a beat cop a long time ago. And I get called out on domestic disputes all the time, hundreds probably over the years. But there was this one guy, this one piece of shit that I will never forget, Gordy. Anyway, my partner and I get called out there every weekend. And one of us would pull her aside and we'd say, come on, tonight's the night we press charges. And this wasn't one of those deep down, he really loves me setups. We got a lot of those, but not this. This girl was scared. She wasn't gonna cross him, no way, no how. Only that night, we're driving into town, and this sideways asshole is in my back seat humming Danny Boy. And I kneel him down, and I put my revolver in his mouth. And I told him, this is it. This is how it ends. And he's crying, going to the bathroom all over himself, swearing to God he's gonna leave her alone. Me acting like I'm thinking things over. And Prince Charming kneeling in the dirt with shit in his pants. And after a few minutes, I took the gun out of his mouth. And I say, so help me, if you ever touch her again, I will such and such and such and such and blah, 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 blah. But 2 weeks later, he killed her.
Shit.
Of course. Caved her head in with the base of a Waring blender.
Jeez.
The moral of the story is, I chose a half measure when I should have gone all the way. No more half measures, Walter.
Jeez. Kind of applies to Skylar, too.
Gonna need you to come with me.
Oh!
Take a walk.
Oh my god. It's Middleman and Little Middleman. Oh, shit. That's why they weren't there.
Sit down.
Gus said he was never going to deal with Jesse, but now he has to.
There is blame on both sides.
So diplomatic.
If it wasn't for this man and the respect I have for him, I would be dealing with this in a very different way.
Oh, shit.
You don't look at him, you look at me.
What did I just say?
No.
Jesse. Pardon me?
These kids. These assholes of yours, they got an 11-year-old kid doing their killing for them. You're supposed to be some kind of reasonable businessman. This how you do business?
Shit, is Jesse just gonna fucking die
You
right
okay
here?
with this?
No more children.
Compromise.
The peace.
Yeah. I'll keep the peace.
Okay. Woo.
Shake hands.
He is shooting fucking daggers. Jesus, that is terrifying.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just seeing.
Seeing what?
Seeing what I see.
My best here, Marie.
We'll see.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I say it will.
Nah,
If I can get the groundhog to see his shed,
it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
I'm betting it will. And if he does,
Oh my god.
get out of here.
I'm not gonna bet on whether I get a boner. It's no bet. No bet here. No bet.
This is a weird bet.
Lose?
You know what?
Oh my god.
If it'll get you out of here quicker.
They are betting on a
You got
boner.
1 minute. Marie, give up. I mean, seriously, it's not gonna happen.
Wow. Damn, girl. That was impressive.
Grandma? Slow down.
Her
Slow
brother's
down, I
dead,
can't-
isn't he? How long has he been standing there?
More details on our top story. Murder of
Shit.
a young boy in the South Valley. Police have yet to release a statement, but sources indicate that 11-year-old Tomas Cantillo may have been the victim of a gang-related execution. An anonymous tip brought police to a playground in the 4700 block of 8th Avenue late last night.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh shit, he's not gonna kill himself, is he? He didn't take the ricin, did he? Oh! Oh! Oh.
Run.
Ah! I mean, that he legit cold-blooded murdered them. You know, when he said, "You're not a murderer, I'm not a murderer." Nixon, whatever. You're not a murderer, I'm not a murderer. First of all, yes, you two fucking are. But that's beside the point. He's going to take the rap on this one, which... I mean, Gus is going to be furious about this. Gus is going to be furious about this, but he still needs Walt. He's still making product. This is going to be one bonker season finale. Okay. That's the penultimate episode of season 3. Man, I would not have suspected he would do that. I would not have suspected that Walt would just straight up murder them. Because I was thinking, like, okay, well, maybe he'll show up, you know, between them, and then Jesse will get in and they'll run. But it's like, but then again, they didn't exactly do that, but they've already, you know, before he had a chance to kill those two before, he was already stopped and taken somewhere else But I did not expect Walt to barrel through the two of them, completely run them over, get out, and then shoot the other one just to be sure he was dead. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is it specifically that he can save Jesse? I think so, you know? Because he does try to... If anything, for him, Jesse is family, you know? At this point. So he's trying to look out for him, but man, that is crazy. I mean, maybe he thinks, well, Gus really can't do anything to him, you know? But then again, this is a pretty big thing, you know? Like Gus said, you know, these are two of my trusted employees, and you're trying to kill them. But, you know, the only reason that Jesse wasn't just killed on the spot, you know, was because of Gus's respect for Walt. You know, respect for Walt and the things that he does, you know? So maybe Walt is thinking that that will save him. But I think this is now, he's getting Jesse the hell out of there, you know? He's getting Jesse the hell out of there. He's like, look, just run. Run. I'll take the hit, but you go. Just run. Run away, Jesse, and never return. Oh, man, oh, man. Just one friggin' thing after another. You know, Jesse had his opportunity, man. He had his opportunity to get out back, you know, a couple episodes ago. He had his chance and he didn't take it, and now he's gonna have to be on the run. But he took the ricin. He took the ricin. That has to be what that is. He took the ricin himself. So he'll be dead in a few days unless like, maybe Walt creates an antidote, you know? Oh... Man, oh man. That was just insane. That was just insane, man. All right. Oh, gosh. I guess we can go ahead and hop into the notes on this one. The first thing I wrote down is bookkeeper. So I was kind of thinking, you know, with this plan that Skylar has concocted, I think, honestly, the weirdest part is she just takes over. Now, with them saying, like, okay, well, she would be hired by Walt, I guess, yes, I could kind of see that. And they do say that, specifically, she's not going to just suddenly become the owner of the car wash, but she would be the bookkeeper, which is what she does already at Beneke. Man, Ted's gonna get screwed over now. Like, definitely. So that's pretty interesting. So, yes, so she's going to be the bookkeeper, which now, you know, Walt was saying, like, no, you can't be a part of this, which, to be fair, he's kind of right about. Oh, yeah, I'm about to... haven't done this in a little while on Breaking Bad, but I'm about to set a video to public. It's Doctor Who Classic, The Web Planet, Parts 1 to 3, just so you know. You probably don't give a shit. So I will go ahead and get back to the discussion. Okay, so Waltz is basically saying, like, no, you shouldn't be in this, and he does have a good point, you know. the more that she gets involved with this, the more difficult I think this becomes, you know? But she does have a very good point that, you know, if we're going to have anyone be the Danny, someone that we can trust, it honestly making Skylar makes sense. So, yeah. And I think after the talk with Middleman, which, you know, I know you guys, I think some of you guys have posted the character's name in the comments, and I completely forget every single time. But quite honestly, I love calling him Middleman, because he is. He's the middleman. He's like a superhero. He is Middleman, and I love him. So yeah, I think after the talk with Middleman, like, I think Walt might actually go for it, you know? I think Walt might actually go for it because now it's like, you know, like Middleman said, no half measures. You need to take, which that's the name of this episode, is Half Measures. And these half measures, look what they get you, you know? Look what they get you. So yeah, it honestly, now he might go all in with Skylar being the bookkeeper for the car wash for the money laundering. It's interesting, you know, this whole conversation is about money laundering, which Saul just gave to Jesse. You know, this is the weirdest thing, you know. Like, this wasn't even like a thing. The only problem was that Jesse refused to, you know, do it. But that's the thing, is that, you know, Saul just gave it to him. It was like, here you go. It's all yours, you know, just sign your name and it's all yours and you're laundering money, you know. But the problem was that Jesse refused. Whereas now with Walt, it's this whole different process just because they need to find a Danny, and they need to find a Danny so that they can make this story even more believable, you know? Which is interesting. This is all just about money laundering, you know? This isn't even like one of the biggest like plot points, you know? With everything that's happening with Jesse and with Gus and, you know, these two guys and everything that happened in this episode, is like, this isn't even the biggest plot point. But still, it takes like it's taking a lot of like thought, you know. And now I feel like Walt will have to, mainly after the half measure talk by Middleman, I feel like he's gonna have to do it. He's gonna go all in and be like, all right, Skylar, you're the bookkeeper now, you know. So, sorry, I'm adjusting my t-shirt sleeve within my shirt. Sometimes they get out of line, and just gotta fix them. So anyway, we also had to make the story more believable. Walt does want to, you know, reclaim part of his family, you know, which we've had for a while. You know, it makes sense. You know, when Skylar says like, oh well, you know, the reason that this, you know, that her estranged husband will give her this job is because he's trying to mend their family, you know? And then Walt's like, well, okay, if we're going to do that, then how about I, you know, show up for dinner and stuff? And I did like their negotiating, you know, he starts off with every day a week, she starts off with 1 day a week, and then they go back and forth until eventually, he ends up getting 4 days a week, not weekends, so that's just Monday to Thursday, basically. That's just Monday to Thursday, and then he does have to, like, show up. You know, he has to give, like, notice, like, hours in advance before he shows up, and he, I don't remember if, I guess he did get a new key to the house because, you know, he said, like, no, for appearance's sake, I need to show up. I need to be able to just walk into my house and you know, I will help my son with his homework. I will babysit my daughter, you know. So I do like that. So, and that is what happened, you know. That is what happened because he was there with Holly when Middleman showed up. Okay. Before we get into the big stuff, I guess the only other thing, like, if we'll talk about the other recurring plot line in this episode, which was Hank and Marie. And God, I fucking love Marie. She's so fun. But so that was very creative that, you know, basically he's just sitting in there hoping that he'll get better, but I don't know, it's like, you almost feel like he's not even trying as hard as he should be, you know? But now, I do like that, you know, hey, you're close. You can get close. You do have a ways to go, but you can get there. You're not just a hopeless case, you know? And that's so crazy that, you know, because he's, you know, somewhat paralyzed, that he couldn't get it up. He couldn't get it up. And so she bet that if she could get it up, then the two of them would go home. And it worked. And they went home. That's just hilarious. That's just hilarious that she did that. So. Oh, God. Okay. Time for the big stuff. So. Okay, I didn't even realize this last episode. Did they fully show last episode that the meth that he got was blue meth? I feel like they must have shown that in like they showed it. They probably showed it up close, and it flew right over my head. I'm sure all of you last episode were screaming at your monitors when I missed that. But yeah, I completely did not catch that those two were selling the blue meth, so they are employees of Gus. I completely missed that like an idiot. An idiot. Oh. But I got it now. So we're good. So yeah, that complicates things like 10 times over. That not only are they the guys that, you know, got Combo killed and they have a kid that kills Combo, but also, oh my God, also, they work for Gus. And they all now work for Gus. You know, last time, Jesse and Walt weren't working for Gus yet. So, that is just crazy that now, oh God, now, they all work for Gus. And I like that, because for Jesse, it's not just, you know, the whatever, justice for Combo, you know, it's not just that, which I like. He does have a legitimate point about these two, you know, using kids to do their killings, you know? Like, that is pretty fucked up. So, I'm glad that he at least had that. Because, yeah, if it was just justice for Combo, it's not enough. So, I like that he had that. And so, yeah, he was going to use the ricin on them, which, you know, he views as being totally justified because they were going to do the exact same thing to Tuco. Walt was definitely, you know, trying to play peacekeeper in this episode, which, if anything, was the half measure, you know? So that's the thing, is that, you know, Walt was trying to play peacekeeper. He was saying, you know, well, we shouldn't, this is totally different. We're not murderers and stuff like that. And he did say, this is totally different, you know. He tried justifying it like, well, Tuco was going to kill us. No. Well, Jesus, this is going back to season 1, though. And, you know, you know me. It's been 3 years since I've seen season 1 because of how very weirdly I've done this series. But it's been a while since I've watched season 1, but I don't fully remember. If that was the case. I mean, I guess, technically, yeah. No, but they were going to use the Ricin at the beginning of season 2. Which, that's the thing. Technically, back then, Tuco wasn't going to kill them. He was just going to, take them down to Mexico to cook. You know? I guess he was going to kill Jesse, but still. So, Walt is trying to justify it, but you can definitely tell this is Walt trying to tap dance around everything, and it doesn't fully work here, So that was interesting. Okay, so Walt's plan was that Jesse would go to jail for a month. He would go to jail for a month, and then he would cool down in jail, and then he would be fine when he came back out. That is probably a very, very dumb plan, That is a very, very dumb plan, Like, just why? Just that... Why? I feel like that would make Jesse more angry, Like, I don't see how that was a good plan. But I like that they call him out on it. Middleman goes and say, hey, he tells this incredible, horrible story, but it's like, no more half measures. No more half measures. And he's saying, because of my half measures, a woman was killed, No more half measures. So I think that's definitely what Walt was doing at the end. Oh my God, we got that scene with where they had to, the come to Jesus meeting, the come to Gus meeting. Where, oh my God, he was so fucking scary, man. It's like being a 5th grader going to see the principal and you have royally fucked something up. And I don't even think, not that, you have, but it's just horrible, It was definitely that. And here's the thing, Gus has never wanted to deal with Jesse. That's the thing. He never liked Jesse. He's never liked Jesse. And Walt said, like, hey, if we do business, you'll never have to deal with him. And now he has. So I'm sure he's pissed. So between that and Walt killing the 2 employees, this could be pretty bad for Walt, honestly. This could be pretty bad. This could be pretty bad, but yeah, just that talk. That talk was so terrifying, and just, don't look at him, look at me. It's like, oh, jeez, he's such an intimidating man, And again, I know some of you guys disagreed with me the last time I said this, but fuck Kingpin, fuck Wilson Fisk, fuck any of these other bullshit crime lords. This is how you do it, man. This is a fucking terrifying crime boss. And I love him. Ugh. And I do like Jesse stood his ground a little bit. And was like, they are going to come back in, you are going to shake hands, and you are going to go your separate ways. I do like Jesse stood his ground. Jesse actually did stand his ground a bit, and he said, hey, forget about combo or anything like that. They use kids to do their killing. And Gus took this into consideration. He probably respects that Jesse still stood up, And so he called the 2 back in and he said, no more kids. No more kids doing your killings, okay? And that was giving Jesse something. Even though, yes, Jesse couldn't kill them and avenge Combo and everything, he did help, any kid that would have been hired, would have been taken by these 2. And they shook hands, they went their separate ways. which makes that all the more worse when, he does see that as a win. Jesse is like, okay. Jesse's like, okay, I can't kill them, but no more kids. I've at least saved the kids. And he's like, you know what? Okay, I can take that. This sucks, but I can take that. And he was genuinely happy. He thought he got a win. And then they killed Tomas. Fuck. They ended up killing him. Fucking bullshit, And he was pissed. And now I don't know, did he take the ricin? I don't know. He took something, obviously, which that's the first time he'd taken a drug, since the death of Jane. So I don't know. Maybe he took the ricin, but maybe he didn't. I really don't know. But he was going to kill him. Now he was going to avenge Tomas because, yeah, they are pretty horrible people. But Walt came in like a bat out of hell and killed their asses. And now I think Jesse is going to be on the run. Oh my god. And next time is the season finale. We will have to see what the fuck is going to happen. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Breaking Bad reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.